Herausforderung. There was such a toxic mindset, setting boundaries.
Like it's 1999.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jini. I don't want to talk too much. I'm just welcoming you and hope that you have a lot of fun watching my video.
I'm scared of showing up. I'll miss the regular weekend. Don't tell me way too much. I never know if you mean it. Can't seem to get involved. I'll leave without any reason. I don't expect your calls, won't even wait too long. But I can try to speak, 'cause everything is better with you and me. It won't be temporary, I'm sure that I'll be there, but who knows that the moment before this ends, I'll know that there's always tomorrow again. I'm trying to show you all the things in my head. I wanna be something you wouldn't regret. On lonely nights, the lows, the highs, I know. I want no one else beside me, but I'm not sure if I am ever enough. The way I feel ain't something now I give up. Don't know how to show it. Wanna give it my all for you. I know it's better with you and me. It won't be temporary, I'm sure that I'll be there, but who knew that the moment before this ends, I know that there's always tomorrow with you and me. It won't be temporary, I'm sure that I'll be there, but who knew.
Hi guys, good morning. Today I have my free day, so no university and no working shift. Hello, Yoshi. I let you sleep.
Kamera auf mich gerichtet. Ich musste in die Seitenstraße gehen.
I wanted to show you the finished resin projects. This is like the little Game Boy one. Wait, let me show it to you. It's not completely finished yet. Here's the little bear. I think I should have put a little bit more filling, but it was a lot of fun and it was my first time, so it's totally okay. And these two are not completely finished yet, but I think they are looking so cute already. Yeah, come on. Yay! Hi guys, I'm just getting unready. I just noticed that we have like approximately 2 months left of 2024. There's still a lot to do. I just wanted to talk about the most important life lessons 2024 taught me. Yeah, maybe they will be of help to anyone. I don't know about you, but this year has just been very, very rough on me. But I think it only helped me to grow. I'm now more and more trying to embrace challenges and also failures. You know what's funny is challenge translated to German means Herausforderung, and heraus basically means out of you or out of something, and Forderung is a demand. So a challenge basically means that something is being demanded out of you, and of course what we provide or what we are answering to this demand is our choice. Initially, when you're in that situation, when you're facing that problem and challenge, you won't see it. But this year I really learned that those were the times when I was growing the most. Whenever I'm facing challenges, there's this one question that I will ask myself whenever I am ready to move on, which is, what is the best thing that I can do with this situation right now? And it kind of forces me to be more solution oriented rather than being stuck in that fight or flight state, if you know what I mean. It has helped me greatly in helping me out of those seemingly hopeless situations that you sometimes find yourself in. Yeah. My skin has been very sensitive these days, and unfortunately, I don't know why that is. Yeah, I'll have to observe that a little bit closer. Maybe it's because of the dry air. Not sure about that. The second thing that I learned is I had to practice to be kinder to myself and to practice self-love, basically. I noticed that a lot of people tend to be nicer to other people than to themselves. I'm sorry if you can't take me seriously right now because I look like this. I can't even see you. For the longest time, I was putting people above me and I was always neglecting myself, putting myself behind or below other people. This year is when I truly noticed that I'm doing that, basically, and where I noticed I need to change that. I had this very toxic misconception for the longest time, which was that I thought if I don't put other people above me, that means that I'm putting myself above them, right? And I thought, that is so arrogant. How could I do that? That was such a toxic mindset, and it only reinforced my people-pleasing behaviors, which wasn't very healthy. So what I'm currently still working on is setting boundaries and understanding that it's okay to take care of myself. I don't think we should put ourselves above other people either, but we should put ourselves just as high as we put other people. The third thing would probably be that I really learned that I need to be true to myself. When I was younger, I was always trying to portray a filtered version of myself in order to please people. I was afraid to express my own opinions because I was afraid my opinion would basically push away other people. But nowadays, I think if my opinion or my honest and true self is pushing away other people, that's fine. I'm not meant to be best friends with everyone, and that's totally okay. This year was also the year where I truly learned that I have to take care of my health, mental as well as physical, because just like I said in my last 2 vlogs, we only have one mental health and only one body. When we are younger, and if we are lucky, we get to enjoy a healthy body. A body that will forgive a lot of bad choices. It's like the counterpart to instant gratification. I call it delayed punishment. But as we get older, our body's tolerance to bad choices will reduce, and the effects of the bad choices we made will show. And besides all that health topic, I just think our body is so incredible. It's basically our physical shell. I treated my body like garbage when I was younger, and now I feel really sorry because my body is protecting me from so many things. But it's not too late yet. We can still show some love to our bodies and treat it with respect and with love and with care. It sounds cheesy, and if you would have told me this just 1 year ago, I would have said it's not that dramatic, but to be honest, it is that dramatic. And I wish I would have realized way earlier. The last thing that I'd like to mention is that I really had to learn to allow myself to feel the emotions that want to be felt. How are you feeling right now? Is this a question that you have asked yourself, like, ever? Up until this year, I didn't, but this is actually so important. Your emotions are there for a reason. They are there to protect you and to tell you something. For years and years, I suppressed so many of my emotions and my thoughts because I was afraid of what they would make me do. But the result is that my suppressed emotions only got louder and louder until they became so loud that they were the only thing I could still perceive. So I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, don't silence your emotions until they will drown you. Let them be felt and understood. They are there to tell you something, but their signal can't be understood if you don't even listen to them. I'm not telling you to act on your emotions. Not at all, but I think it's important to listen to our emotions and to understand them. This is like actually a topic that is not talked about a lot, but we never really learn how to cope with emotions in a healthy way. In Chinese culture, it is not very usual to cope with your emotions. The way that Chinese people like to cope with their emotions is to just push them away and to distract yourself. And I think that's not the most healthy way to cope with emotions, because just like I said, emotions are there to be felt. They are not there because you're unreasonable or you're too sensitive. They are there because there's something going on and you should have an eye on that. I hope that was insightful to some extent. If you have any lessons you learned this year, feel free to comment down below. I'd love to learn from you. So this year has been quite tough, but I'm still grateful that we have 2 full months left of 2024. I'm really excited to see what I will make of the remaining days, and I hope you are as well. And if this year has been even rougher on you, I'm feeling with you, I'm seeing you, and I hope that it will only get better. And I wish you a lot of courage and a lot of strength. Look where you're at already. It's not easy to cope. You should be proud of yourself. I'll quit talking about motivational stuff now. It's so cheesy, I know. But as always, I thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you a beautiful weekend. I appreciate every single one of you and hope to see you next week. Bye!